What's going on, YouTube? So in this video, I'm gonna just talk about some things that I feel like everybody should know, like before they even get inside the military. Like if you're in MEPS or if you're just waiting and you're just watching videos about, you know what I'm saying, coming into the Navy, I really hope you understand this video. Let's get into the video. Okay, so number one is no matter where you're from or what you've been through, just understand that your journey is just starting. Like every season of life, you know what I'm saying, it has a beginning and an end, right? And so like if you're starting to come into the military, think of that as your beginning. And so all the work that you did before you get into this point is nothing but it's like a stepping stone, right? No matter all that work that you did, whether you did a lot or you did a little, that's your stepping stone to come into the military. So the basics that you have to really learn is going to be respect. You know what I'm saying? You got to be punctual, and then you just got to learn how to learn. Like you got to be open to learn to different people. I know people that came into the military and they was in boot camp and they was like, man, I never even seen a black person before. I never seen an Asian before, you know what I'm saying? And they just have these borderline prejudice, you know what I'm saying, against these people. And then like you just got to really look at it like, man, I have to work with these people starting now for the rest of my career inside the military, right? So you need to get used to that now. So like before you even get inside the military, think of it as, you know what I'm saying, everything you learned is a stepping stone coming into it. All right, secondly, I really wish that, you know what I'm saying, like the boot camp drill sergeants, or you got your, you know what I'm saying, whoever's in your cadre, whoever's in charge of you, I wish they really did a better job of prepping people while they're in boot camp or wherever you at, basic training, whatever, because you got to really understand this one right here. You have to work extremely hard to get to where you want to be. Now, everybody's not going to have it easy. Now, some people, I'll do something like this. I'll be like, man, there's 50 of y'all in here. Look to the left, look to the right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe out of 5 of y'all going to actually make chief, right? And then you got like 6 of y'all, 7 of y'all who's going to get kicked out. And then maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe 10 of y'all will actually retire. And then the rest of y'all, we don't know. The reason why I say it like that is just because the odds are, right? And so like the thing is, the harder you work, the more authentic everything you earn is going to be. Now, a lot of us say, man, we're in our teens, we're in our 20s, we're just going to party throughout our whole 20s. The reason why I say that's not necessarily 100% true, only because once you start going through the military and you partying all through your 20s, you're going to realize you still have to study and know something about your job in order to succeed. And then if you one of those people like me, you still got to network. So yeah, so networking is going to be another big one, man. You got to learn how to talk to people that don't look like you, mingling in different crowds, and learn how much is oversharing. That way you don't overshare. A lot of people get into these command birthday parties or whatever the case may be, and they start oversharing. And oversharing looks differently to everybody because it depends on the conversation, depends on who you're talking to, of course. But like, understand this, you need to be involved, that way people know your name. And this goes for anywhere, whether you're in college, whether you're in high school, or whether you join in the military, or whether you're on your job. I know a lot of people are trying to they tend to stray away from big crowds and large amount of people just being in one spot, especially with all these different health concerns the world is experiencing. But at the same time, you got to make sure that you're involved. And involvement could look differently from what you may be envisioning in your head. So what is involvement? To me, involvement could be you going to the command picnic party for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, saying hi to everybody, you know what I'm saying, getting a bottle of water, walking around with that one bottle of water and leaving. Or being involved is you actually hosting the soccer game, or you participating as a soccer referee for whatever event. It could be intramurals event, it could be youth events. You could just participate in different events, or you could do a paint and sip that's on the flight deck or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just being involved in your command with the people that you work with and actually know people's names. You know what I'm saying? Get to know people and then leave. Like you don't have to stick around all the time and be in everybody's face all the time, but you do need to get your name out there. That way, if you really need to get something done, and you have to ask somebody for help eventually, which we all do, it'll help just because you've been around. All right, so then I'm gonna say learn your job and be a top performer. Now, top performers always tend to rise to the top. Like, this is me talking to you before you even get to like MEPS boot camp and everything, man. Being a top performer always helps you rise to the top. Now, are you going to be good at everything? Probably not. But the things that you could need improvement on, like you could see like, okay, I could do a little bit better in this area. Those are the things that you need to improve on, because having the extreme work ethic is going to have you stand out as well. Because somebody will say, man, I'd rather have somebody who works hard than just somebody who's talented. And some experiences you can't fake, right? So like if you like for me, I did security for 2 years, right? So I've been OC sprayed, where I had to actually go through the obstacle course and yell, get back, and had to put a suspect down and handcuff him and all that stuff, right? I've been on ships where I had to paint, you know what I'm saying? We needle gunned, we've cleaned elevators, we lifted bombs, we did maintenance. When I say maintenance, when I say needle guns, when I say paint. So like, if you don't know, on a ship, you have to keep the ship painted, right? Because it's an operational thing. You'll learn that once you get there. But you'll definitely be using gray paint, and you're definitely going to be using white paint. So you're going to be painting stuff, but like, that's an experience that you got to really feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're coming in as enlisted. Like, if I go in and I never painted before, I'm like, man, painting looks bad. But like, if you actually paint it, your experience of what bad is two different bads. And the same thing with needle gunning. Needle gun is when they picking up non-skid, or when they gotta lay down new non-skid, or if they're just removing old paint and they're gonna put down new paint. And then maintenance is something that everybody has to do, no matter where you at, where you work at on the ship. For an example, we got something called tag outs. A tag out is you have this piece of paper and you signing it saying that, okay, this system is off. It is safe to work on this system. The reason why you have to put that tag on there is so that nobody comes behind you and tries to use that system that you're working on. That's the simplest way I could put it. So when you do maintenance is one of those things every ship has to do. So the people who are really thorough and who really know their maintenance and really good at maintenance tend to thrive a lot more on ships. Now, if you go to a squadron, I've been in a squadron. Any squadron, I'm gonna tell you this. Any squadron that you go to, man, they always look at the people who's really good at maintenance, right? They know how to troubleshoot, and then they know their job. Like, if you could master those three things, maintenance control will love you, because they will go to you as a problem solver, not necessarily somebody who's just a hand, you know what I'm saying, a helping hand. Like, I've been around people, I've been following them, I've been shadowing them, seeing how they're treated amongst the squadron. They are treated the best when they know the most. So you get to troubleshoot maintenance. They'll call you when it's time to troubleshoot maintenance. You get to go on all the detachments. You get to go on all the deployments. And those are just different places that you would go to earn more money. And then it's just in your shop, you're considered like one of the best of the best of the best. That way you go up for different things like Sailor of the Quarter or Sailor of the Year, and then you get shop awards, and then that way your name gets spread amongst the squadron as somebody who's just that reliable person, and that's what you want. Now, if you're one of those people who's not going to be on a squadron or a ship, just look at that and tailor that to wherever you working at, man. Just be the best of the best, be open to learn, and then have respect for everybody. Those are very simple, basic concepts. And I get this question a lot, like, what can I do to strengthen my package? What can I do? Like, how did you do it? Like, man, I did a lot of stuff that I didn't necessarily want to do, but it was like an experience, right? That experience helped me to be able to be where I am today, just by knowing people, helping people, and going through that process. It took me 9 years to get to this point, right? And so, like, you might get to this point in 5 years or in 4 years, whatever the case may be. But just understand that my package was strong only because I didn't necessarily have any shortcuts. I did what I had to do when I could. So opportunity is knocking, man. Hopefully this video helps somebody out, and I'll catch you guys next video. Peace.